Hi everybody, my name is Macarena Bustos, and I'm a law student, so I'm gonna talk about if criminals should be allowed to blame their crimes on bad genes. Well, there are many studies about how the genetic affect the criminal fact. So, according to the Fox News, neuroscience in court is brain to blame for some lawbreakers. Well, in that article, it has an accredited pedophile, pedophilia. In Matelios' case, who was a patrician, there was a neuroscientific evidence will come in form of a full psychiatric and biology analysis, including an MRI brain scan that shows a really foresymmetric tumor growing at the base of his brain. So, this created pressure inside the skull, and altered his behavior. She's predicted a molecular genetics and psychiatrist at Italy's University of Pisa. But his previous behavior was completely normal. He has tens of thousands of children, and in 30 years of his labor, it has never had a problem. The lawyers for American serial killer Brian Doe, who was facing execution in Illinois after pleading guilty to raping and killing a 10-year-old girl, uses scams of his brain activity to argue he had mental malfunctions and should be spared the death penalty. In the event, Illinois abolished capital punishment while he was on a death row. In court in the Indian city of Mumbai, a woman was convicted of murder based only on circumstantial evidence and a so-called brain electrical oscillator signature profile BOS test, the results of which prosecutors suggest she was guilty. The days when mental capacity for crime is argued over by psychiatrists, unaided by sophisticated makers such as Frederick that no given mass killer Anders Breivik was sane when he killed 77 people. Look at that number, huh? Well, genetic mutations have been described as a consideration when developing guidance for the cause of criminal behavior and determining the level of violence involved. But according to the Inquirer Journal, in their article debating genetics as a predictor of criminal offending and sentencing, recent studies in behavior genetics indicate that some violent criminals are genetically predisposed to violent behavior. One study has found that a mutation in the structural gene for monoamine oxidase gives rise to a quadruple of neurotransmitters associated with the body's fight-to-fight responses to stressful situations. This is according to the study for Evansburg in 2001. Many criminalists do not totally discredit genetic characteristics as a means of determining who will commit crimes, but they do believe that genetic disorder may predispose an individual to aggressive behavior, but cannot cause that individual to commit a violent crime. Okay? So, the idea was not necessary for criminals to ability to determine from birth whether or not a person is going to be a delinquent or even a criminal offender later in life. It does, however, pose the question of to what degree of impact on any of person's genetic makeup has or their livelihood of becoming a criminal. Some criminalistics indicate that genetics have little to no affection on criminal behavior, but rather stimulate levels of self-control, identity, potential criminal behavior. And well, to be honest, there are also plenty of people with similar genotypes who don't go out, kill, rape, or abuse because they have self-control and a good environment around them.